Here, that is a live look at Clearwater Beach right about now. You can see the white in the water, which means it's a bit windy out there, Courtney.
It is, yeah, still quite breezy. The wind's starting to die down just a little bit, so that is going to bring the wave heights down a little. And when the wind starts to relax a little and you have just enough moisture and the cold temperatures, that can allow frost to develop. So this is brand new information. It came in at 12:05 from the National Weather Service here in Tampa Bay. We have a frost advisory now that'll go into effect from 3 to 8 a.m. tomorrow for Pasco County, not including coastal Pasco County, but Pasco County, Hernando County, and Citrus County. So temperatures could drop near or below freezing. Some patchy frost could develop. So any of your sensitive plants, you got to cover those up in the overnight. And clearly, it's going to be another cold morning tomorrow, especially north of Tampa. And it is going to be another cold morning tomorrow, just not quite as cold as this morning. We do also have some high fire danger. I want to take you through the alerts first, just so you know kind of what we're looking at. Red flag warning until 6 o'clock from Pasco County and areas south. That includes Polk, Pinellas, Hillsborough, Manatee, Sarasota, Hardee, and Highlands County. We just discourage any kind of outdoor burning. With that light wind, the humidity is really low. Of course, the ground is super dry. We have those kind of worsening drought conditions across the area. We just don't want you to do any kind of outdoor burning because fire can spread really quickly in the conditions we have out there. Here's a look at that current wind. So it is starting to die down and dying down a little sooner than expected. So I imagine that's why the National Weather Service said, okay, there might be some frost that allows to develop tomorrow morning. Current wind anywhere between 5 to about 10 miles per hour. So that is making the feels like temperatures just about what the actual temperature is, but still definitely chilly out there. If you're about to go run some errands or grab some lunch, you'll want to have at least a jacket with you this afternoon. 54 in Brooksville, 48 in Land O'Lakes, 52 in Tampa, feels like 51 in St. Pete, 50 in Sarasota, and 50 in Frostproof. Over the next several hours, temperatures will warm a handful of degrees. We'll top out in the mid to upper 50s, which is several degrees cooler. In fact, about 20 plus degrees cooler than our average high. This is definitely not normal for the Tampa Bay area. And as we head into the 7 o'clock hour, temperatures in the low 50s. If you have any dinner plans tonight, just know you're going to need to layer up. By 9 o'clock, we're in the upper 40s, and temperatures will drop through the overnight into the low to mid 40s. But here it is, potentially near freezing along the Nature Coast. Notice Crystal River, Brooksville, low 30s, Dade City, low 30s, 35 in Land O'Lakes over in Pasco County. So that's where that patchy frost could develop. And then around the Bay Area, low to mid 40s, upper 30s to low 40s inland, low 40s south of town. So it'd be a good idea to have the thicker jacket with you tomorrow morning as well. You will need it. The good news is about tomorrow is that it's not going to be quite as windy, so it's not going to feel like the 20s area-wide. It's just going to be cold without the wind. High temperatures the next few days, though. We'll have a gradual warming trend, not only in our overnight lows, but our afternoon highs. We'll be back in the low 70s tomorrow for your Wednesday, and then upper 70s Thursday, Friday, back in the 80s this weekend. So we'll finally go back above the mid 60s by like 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, and then we'll just keep riding that warming trend all the way into the weekend. That marine forecast is doing better now that the wind has died down. We still have that small craft advisory in effect through tonight. Same with the high rip current risk. The bay waters will be choppy. Seas down though at about 2 to 3 feet. At times they could be upwards of 5 feet. We're definitely seeing some crashing waves there on Clearwater Beach. Not the best boating day today, but give it the back half of the week just in time for the weekend. That boating forecast will look a lot better. 7-day forecast shows a cool day today, tons of sunshine. We'll wake up to another cold morning tomorrow with that frost possible north of town, highs in the low 70s, and then mornings will go back into the 50s to 60s back half of the week with afternoon highs back in the 80s by this upcoming weekend.